And to join me, no stranger, actually family to the ride along, we have Mr. Rawpa Crawpa right there and Shena Carty. Rawpa Crawpa and Shena. First, ladies first. Shena, introduce yourself as if you have to do it. Introduce yourself. Talk to the people, Shena.
Shena Carty. I don't know. There's not really much to introduce. Just I'm happy to be here as always. I'm happy to have someone listen to my opinion. I don't get it to happen often, so I'm happy to be here.
Yes. Well, we're happy to have your opinion. Whenever we have a kind of opinionated show like this, I like to get Shena Carty on there because Shena gets wild up, Shena gets very opinionated, Shena gets hot and red face and all of that stuff. So yes, we like to have Shena on the program. And right over there in the black corner is the ultimate Rawpa Crawpa.
You don't know, so the struggle is really not. Shena, big up yourself, RideAlong, big up yourself, and big up all of the RideAlong viewers and each of the viewers them locked down. You don't know, say Crawpa there in the building.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Listen, now Rawpa Crawpa, for those of you who don't know, Rawpa Crawpa is a vlogger extraordinaire, 100,000+ on YouTube, one of the most respected vloggers over there on YouTube, one of the most honored and revered, one of the most controversial, always talked about on the lips of everybody. But Rawpa Crawpa remain one of the most down-to-earth person I've ever met. Trust me. One of the most down-to-earth brother I've ever met. I could call Rawpa and say, yo, Rawpa, going on, I want you to come and join me in a conversation. And Rawpa will say, okay, no problem, brother. We're done. We're good. So Rawpa Crawpa is really cool. And big up yourself on that, Rawpa Crawpa. Stay that way, when you get to 1 million, don't change your way.
Man, I want to have one. What change I go? That's your not stupid thing, man.
Yes. Keep it right there. Hey, Chopper John West, big up yourself. Crawpa, listen, you have a lot of fans there, like looking on. People from Jamaica, I see a lot of people from Kingston, people from all over. They're ready for the discussion. They're ready for this debate. They're ready for it, right? But I want to start like this, right? There's a video that I want to play back, and then I want us to talk about it on the other end. Because today we're talking about black hypocrisy. This particular clip that I'm going to show, it doesn't speak about hypocrisy, but it speaks about what people think about black people. And not only what people think about black people, what another black person think about another black person. And watch this clip. We're gonna react to it on the other end.
I know a lot of people take issue with my beliefs. I'm white. I'm a Caucasian because everything about me is different from an African American. I have naturally straight hair. My hair isn't nappy. It doesn't require weave. My nose is not giant as like African Americans. My lips are perfect. They're not too big and they're not too small. Like, they're just perfect. My ears, I don't have black people ears because they're really giant. Most African Americans speak ghetto. But when it comes to black people, I think they're all ugly and I have nothing in common with them. I'm different from African Americans because I'm white. My figure is just like Kim Kardashian, and she's a wonderful role model. I act and I think like a white person instead of a black person. I believe that I'm completely and utterly better than them. Like, we're on two different levels. Like, okay, African Americans are here, I'm here. White people act and think just way more mature than African Americans. Black people, they think in a criminal way. When I think about African Americans, I feel like asking them, what is wrong with them? They're really dangerous. If an African American is on the same street as I am, I'll cross the street to avoid their chaotic, thuggish ways.
Are you okay?
I'm irritated.
I'm sorry.
I just know that I'm white. I mean, she might not know that I'm white, but I know that I'm white. I can feel it through my veins. I feel it through my blood. I tell my mom I'll never be like any of those Negroes. My mom tries to criticize me about my supposed race. I tell her she's just ignorant. There's nothing wrong with my views or beliefs because I have freedom of speech and everything I'm saying is true.
Can I see a photo of this person? I can't see who's speaking.
No, you can't see, but you got a chance to hear.
Black girl.
Okay.
Now, it's a black girl. She's not white. She is a black girl. She's actually darker than you. Yeah. All right, let's react to that.
Really?
Let's react to that. Rawpa Crawpa. You see, yeah, right there you go.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So I saw that video earlier, but I saw a different part of that video. The part I watched, she wasn't saying that stuff, so I wasn't aware. That is very interesting. You know, the part of that video that I watched made me think of who raised this child. Who raised her? What values did they instill in her? And when she started questioning her identity, who failed her? Like something went way wrong real early, real quickly. Because I think the part that I saw said at the age of 5, she started having issues about identity, who she is, and this kind of stuff. I'm like, somebody failed her. I believe nature and nurture play equal roles in our development. And somewhere her nurturing failed her. That's what I think. Right. Because I have a daughter. My daughter is half Greek, half Jamaican. And she has never questioned who she is or what she is or if she is most this or more this, or she just says, I am black. And that's what it is, and she's proud of it. Right. And people are surprised when she says, like, I'm Jamaican. They're surprised, like they think she's Spanish or Italian or all sorts of other things besides what she really is. But I really think whoever raised that child failed her. Yeah. Miserably.
Rawpa, what says you? What says you? This is not the only video we're gonna be looking at. We're looking at black hypocrisy in general. But react to this, Rawpa Crawpa. What's your take on that girl and her statements?
Well, this is the first time I'm actually seeing the video, so I haven't seen it before. But if Shena said the clip she saw earlier and she been acting like that from 5-year-old, boy, I don't know what to say more than to say is either her parents and her family fail her, or when she was going to basic school, if something happened at basic school traumatized her, so she have to think to herself that she's white, because if she's doing it from that age, something must happen at that age for trigger it off for she to believe that she's white, and she still grow up believing that she's white.
And look how old she is. She's grown.
Right, and her parents can sure not that she's black. No one can tell her she's black.
No, but in full disclosure, right? In full disclosure, that girl, her parents, her mother is totally against her behavior, right? Her mother is saying, well, something have to be wrong with you. But let's look at the bigger picture. Let's look at the bigger picture of this whole thing here, right? Now, earlier this week, Spice, the artist, released a picture, and the initial review from everyone is like, yo, what happened to Spice bleaching, Spice gone? You know what I mean? Everybody talking about Spice bleaching because she released a picture with her like white complexion, right?
Right.
And
but
go ahead, Chida.
No, you go ahead.
No,
go ahead.
So I'm saying, what I'm saying is that turned out not to be the message that Spice was sending. It wasn't that the fact that she was trying to bleach herself. She was sending a bigger message. The question is, what is wrong with black people, a lot of black people, in identifying or maintaining or acknowledging and loving themselves and the skin that they're in? Because this is far-fetched, you know. There's a lot of people, unlike Spice didn't bleach, but there's a lot of people who change their complexion and just they don't like themselves. They don't like the skin that they're in. They don't like their complexion. What is wrong with us?
We just isolated this issue to black people. You cannot do that.
Right.
Because why do you think white people get up and go tanning every day? Why do you think they do it for hours and hours, for years and years and years and years? Because they don't like their skin. So while you have black people bleaching because they want to be white, you have white people tanning because they want to be black.
Is that so?
You know,
is that so?
Yeah.
Rawpa, you think that is equivalence?
Yes, absolutely. Like I've had friends.
I don't think the white person actually want to be black. They just want to be a little bit dark. You understand?
They wanna be dark.
You know, brainwash. Remember, you know, black people been brainwashed a long time, you know. And even the new generation, them for some reasons like them born with the brainwash, you know. And again, a big part of society kind of make it look cool. Back in the days, you know, even the bleaching, it wasn't so popular back in the days.
Right.
Even the entertainers, the artists, them, the celebrity, them come out and burn fire upon it and lick out upon it. So at that point, a lot of people now want to do it. But since the entertainers, the celebrities, them and all of those big people come in and them start bleach and say, it's cool, I'm doing it, so all my followers, all my fans can doing it. So me I say, and also the chemical company, them, that's what me I call them. And also the chemical company, them we endorse celebrity or public figure to endorse them things. That's not them now pass the money. So me I say, so more side up to the public, same way. So when time them come and them do certain things, if the public burn a bag of fire upon them a go hide. But sometimes them come out and 5 people burn fire and 10 people say, yo, John No Star, your new look, run the place. Them a go feel like man do something good.
Yeah.
And the funniest thing, you know, I see enough black people, you know, even friend of mine, you know. When them bleach, you know, them cuss them black self, you know, and call them black self ugly. And I said, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I've seen that too. And looking at, like, I've talked to someone, actually, that was bleaching. And I said, why do you do it? Because it's something that I cannot understand. I cannot understand that level of dislike. I don't get it. And I asked, why you do it? And he actually said, me no want to be black and ugly, but me want to be brown and smooth.
Yeah, Sheila, let me go back a little bit on something that you said earlier, because a lot of people taking issues with the fact that white people tanning their skin doesn't necessarily want to be black. Like how black people they don't want to be black,
they want to be darker. They want to have dark skin then. Okay, sorry for my phrasing. If you have black people that bleach because they want to be light skinned, you have white people that tan because they want to be dark skinned. Okay, they don't want to be black, but they want to be dark skinned. It's the same skin issue. It's the same identity issue, maybe on different levels, but not really. Like you could split ends all you want. It's the same thing. Yep. Like they go tanning because they're not happy with their skin tone, and white people, black people bleach because they're not happy with their skin tone. It's the same thing.
Well, I think black people, a lot of black people that bleach is because of they think that they will get better opportunities. Because Spice even said that in a song. They think that being white would afford them better opportunities in life, rather than.
Me not cut you. Well, you see, nowadays a lot of people bleach. They not bleach because of opportunity. They might bleach because of style. They might bleach because of fashion.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, but the mindset of a lot of people is like, okay, like for instance, when Sean Paul made it on the big scale, signed by Atlantic Records, everybody, yeah, Sean Paul make it because he's light skinned, right? He got better opportunities because he's a light skinned Jamaican rather than a darker skinned Jamaican. So they see it in that kind of tunnel, like, yo, if you lighter skin, then you get better opportunities.
No, but what you know, it's too different because Sean Paul natural light. You know, natural light, you're gonna bleach out yourself and end up looking like a monster. So you still can't get a better opportunity. Right now your opportunity chance kind of blighted because remember, after a time the bleaching eventually mash them up.
Right.
When they use after that time their skin get bleach out too thin, then them start bust, then them start crack. Then some of them one time them stop them complexion cannot come back. Them come back pitchy and patchy. So after that time, you know, work out.
But listen, there's a lot of issues that we'll take, because if we look back at Spice situation there, if it was true that Spice did bleach her skin to come this perfect pale white woman looking, right? What implication would that have been to the dancehall fraternity or to the Caribbean fraternity as a whole?
Well,
that's a good question.
It will only be a next dancehall artist bleaching. Cartel break the barrier there already, in it. So it only be a next big dancehall artist bleaching, and people have come out and cuss, but Cartel done break the barrier there already. So it wouldn't strange.
But I think if Spice did it, she would bring a lot of young girls. She would bring a lot of young girls who already have different issues that they're battling.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this would throw on something else on their plate that that they wouldn't be able to. And I think it would bring more young girls into the bleaching.
Yeah,
if she did it. Younger girls, not necessarily older women, but I think young girls that look up to her and love her music and love her style. I think they would be inspired by her and wanna emulate her for bleaching.
We have Carl Moy saying, I think that I think it's fashion for Jamaicans, nothing else. Being dumb won't give them any opportunities. So is it to a standard right now that the bleaching thing gone so far that it's all about fashion over style?
That's what I said earlier. And not only Jamaican, but worldwide, because in Africa, they're all about, in our black communities, the bleaching. So it's all about. It's basically on fashion. It's about fashion. Because remember, as me ask if someone bleach out and come to you, you know say them not naturally light. You know say I bleach, them bleach. So right. You understand? So you're still black.
Right.
It's not like saying you're a natural born person.
Right. And
so I don't see where they get better opportunity. You never know. I probably
I think some people believe it works for them, and it might have worked for some people, but the majority of the people, when they bleach and they take on this sick looking color, like it's like pinkish, grayish, like reddish. I don't understand what it is, and how can they think what they've become is better than what they were? I don't understand it. How can you look? What do you see when you look in the mirror? Like, if you don't love yourself as you are, and now you've created this pinkish, grayish, beigeish, you're not white. Like, what is it that you see that you think is so much more beautiful than how you were created?
Yeah, they say they want brown then. Guys, let me open up the phone line for this part of the conversation. Let me hear what people have to say about this, because I tell you, there's a lot of other things I want to talk about on the show here today. Let me know what you guys think. We open up the phone line. The number that you call is 718-701-5720. Let's talk about this. Do you think that the bleaching thing is just a style thing, or is opportunities, or has the conversation slightly changed? Because I remember when people talking about this thing, they wasn't talking about the fashion. They saying, yo, white people have this opportunity, and they want to look as a black person. They feel like they're too dark skinned, and they want to fashion, but still looking for opportunity. So what is your take? Do you think it's an opportunity, or do you think that it's a style, fashion over style? Call the number 718-701-5720. Don't forget, guys, share.
Let me tell you what I think in regard to that question. I think, like Rawpa said, it's a fashion thing. Like, I remember when I was a kid growing up, I heard like my mother or like her friends would say, look how many black, me have to go bleach out my knee, and my elbow, them blacky. Like, you would hear it, okay, you look on them here, you see them knee, obviously darker than the rest of them skin. So we don't know if them bleach, like I never someone focus on. But I really think how you were raised have a huge role to play. I grew up in a house with 2 light-skinned sisters. I'm the darkest one, right? And nobody could have tell me, say me not the most beautiful. Me no business all like them be. Like it has a lot to do with how you were raised. Like, and I'm not saying like they're not beautiful. They're beautiful too, but it's not like they're light skinned and they're more beautiful. On which day? Not any day. Like, because in my household and in my community, that was not an issue. Those weren't issues that became anything. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's I think nurturing has a lot to do with it. It's what you're taught, and your frame of mind as well. Because okay, I could have taken it that, because I heard like people would say, oh yes, your sister them light and you so dark, and I could have taken offense to it. But my foundation was way too solid for that. way too solid, because I had people around us that we had people that told us we were equally beautiful and we were equally smart, and we never saw, even though they were lighter or they are lighter than me and I'm darker than them, we didn't see differences. You know, like I never one day felt like I wanted to be their color. I don't know if they ever felt like they wanted to be my color, but what? Like your self-confidence has a lot to do with it too, because
yeah, I think so.
If you don't believe in yourself, if you don't think you're awesome the way you are, you got a problem.
Yeah.
That's true.
Right?
You
got a problem.
How the hypocrisy comes in.
My self-confidence has always been like so loud, just making noise everywhere. Like, no, I love my skin. And there's nothing I find sexier than a dark-skinned woman or a dark-skinned man that's just beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, just beautiful. Like when I go on vacation or when I'm everywhere and I see someone of a darker complexion, I find myself looking at them and I'm like, damn, you know, I admire that.
Yeah.
Like I don't get the bleaching thing. And I probably have no people that bleach and stuff, but I don't pay attention to it because I'm like, I can't even get into the headspace.
Sheena, we have a comment here. Natalie Ma is saying Sheena don't have a clue. Look how many people was raised good but end up doing the unexpected. I don't know what that was in reference to.
What that mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Call in person. Let the person call in. But listen, here's the hypocrisy. Here is the real hypocrisy. Black people, black just like you and me, calling another black person black as star because you might be a little clearer, like lighter skin, and looking at another black person and say, "You got your black skin, your black ass," or them kind of
exactly. You know what? I was thinking about that earlier, right? We pride ourselves in being disrespectful and dirty and nasty to each other, right? Like when you're cursing. So it's the best and quickest thing to come to your mouth. You're black and shine till you're dirty. That's what Spice said in her song, right? Somebody said that she black and shine till she look dirty. Yeah, and like in an argument, somebody would gladly say that to another dark-skinned person and not even think of the pain that would cause. And that's what people do every day. Like people get up and argue and say the most disrespectful things to people all the time, not even thinking whether they're light-skinned or dark-skinned.
And that me say as well, you know, sometimes people get up and talk, they don't think about the effect it might have for others.
Right.
Yeah. You know, try to say, that is the line, that's the only thing we earn in our life. Believe you me myself, watch a vlogger girl, class or style her as that as well, or a black dirty and look funny, and me I say, John no star. What I'm saying, if I'm even bother review it.
Yeah. Let's take a call. We got a call in line. Caller, where are you calling us from?
Hello, I'm calling from New Jersey.
New Jersey. What's your input, New Jersey?
Yeah, me have a discussion and things still. But to me, I think people just lost their way a bit with the dancehall music and Vice Cartel, with the bleaching and things. I think the younger one them just lost their way. I don't think maybe back in the days it used to have to do with maybe fashion and everything there, but I think right now people can maybe say a lot of them they can't get a good reason why they do it. Because even if there was an opportunity, it makes some people look worse. You understand? Because even I left my little brother in Jamaica, and when I go down back on 19, I can't believe I see a man. You understand? Because I'm terrible, yes, but people do it and say, well, they want to get opportunity. If all you can get opportunity, will yourself look like that?
Yeah.
You understand? So I think people just do it, maybe they let their friend do it, and then just.
And they just they follow fashion. They follow fashion.
It's what's in. It's what everyone's doing.
Okay, thank you, caller.
Listen, I'm not sure how he's gonna feel about this, but I'm gonna talk about this. I have a younger brother, and I think he's 19 or 20, and he has, I think, one of the most beautiful shades of dark skin ever. He's darker than me and he has these big, beautiful eyes. Beautiful. Like the first time I met him, I didn't know him until he was older. Maybe 15, 14, 15, and I saw him. I was like, wow, look at how handsome he is, right? And then the next time I saw him, he was bleaching, and I didn't talk to him. I didn't talk to him for a while. I said, this not work for me.
Yeah, yeah.
I was offended.
Yeah.
I was offended that he was so offended by how he looked that he started bleaching. Yeah. And he stopped it, but I'm not sure why he stopped, but I was offended.
Yeah. Rawpa, what says you on the topic of black people calling one another black? Because I don't know why they might be a little light skinned than the next person or whatever the case. What's your take on it? Black people calling other people black, the hypocrisy of it. That's something
I mean bad for that level. About last year I also did a video about that, because I upload a video and you know sometimes how people argue in the comments and somebody replied to somebody comments, "You're black and ugly like." I'm never say, what kind of disrespectful like the idiot comments that? Sometimes I have to do a whole video on that topic. Why we have come tell people say them black and ugly like and them thing. Why you have to put black with ugly? If you eat furthermore, body not ugly, but if you want to say someone ugly, we don't have to do them complexion. You just tell them to say them facial expression.
It's the quickest thing. It's the easiest thing.
But
it's on the tip of the tongue.
But that is why
to be descriptive.
Listen, that is where
you black, it's not like say you white. You are a black person telling a black person them black and ugly. I hate it. I don't like it.
But it has to. I think you go back. If you look back in history, Rawpa Crawpa, a lot of us are brainwashed. You know. That's why I'm saying about the opportunity thing. You know, a lot of us are brainwashed to think that if somebody is a lighter complexion, or if somebody is white, then they're more trusted, they're more believable. It's something that they did a scientific research where they had two kids. They had a black kid. They had two black kids, and they showed them, would you like the black doll or the light doll? And in almost all instances, they say the white doll is better than the black doll.
Yeah.
So is it deep inside of our brain to say like, yo, what we are at birth perceived to think subconscious that white is better than black? So we grow up feeling that we are inferior than the next person, and we just have that for life.
Yeah, you know.
And the same thing I said earlier. I mean, I say it's like it just constantly passed on through generation. Some way, somehow, I don't know. But for some reason, it's like it's not disappearing. It does still there in our face.
This is another thing. Like if you're a kid, right? As a kid, and you get a pair of black pants, nobody now said no wear that go this or no wear that go this. You can't do anything in your black pants. But if you have on a white pants, you can't go nowhere. You have to stand up. You have to keep it clean. You have to do this. You have to do that, and it have to look like this. And you can't wear white because you're too black. And you know to keep it clean. And like, it's all subconscious, and it all filters, and people don't realize it. This stuff is so ingrained. I don't think we'll ever get rid of it.
Here's another thing I want to talk about. Guys, we still open up the phone lines if you want to call in. The number 718-701-5720. This is a big question. This is a big question that I want to address. I want you guys' input on it. Why is black people, we're talking about the hypocrisy of black people. Why is black people, they would choose to support everybody else besides their own? Why is black people so quick to jump and pull down another black brother when you see like he's getting up, he's moving up? They're not gonna join you, you know. It's hard for us to work together. Tell me about that hypocrisy.
Jealousy, envy, hatred, ignorance. It's a lot of negativity that you can't explain. There's no real answer for that. People attack people for no reason. People attack people for petty reasons. People attack people just cause. People are just people, and a lot of people are honestly very ignorant. Seriously, a lot of people are ignorant to a lot of things. And like education. I swear, that's the only way we can dig ourselves out of this mess. You have to educate your kid. You have to.
And the next thing is sometimes them have this mentality where them just don't want to see them black brother reach nowhere. because they don't walk past them black brother, you know, and go to some and next person and go spend the money there, you know. You see me I say and come to them black brother and ball and say, oh, them black brother expensive and wicked and this, you know. And then we will take 10 times that amount and go spend it somewhere else without even saying a word. You understand? So I know black people in general them lose their love them for each other. That's why the race can move. Because everybody try to stick together. And for some reason, we try to separate from each other. You understand? We don't try to come close and make and each one build one and make everybody grow. One man alone want grow, and one time he want grow, the next man over there plan say, I'll kill him. For him one grow, and it's like it's a crab in a barrel mentality. It's a circle just go right down.
Look at even this whole
hold on, Shena, before you make your point, let me just take the caller that's on the line. Caller, where you calling us from?
Yeah, I'm calling from Brooklyn, New York.
Okay, Brooklyn, New York. What's your input?
Yes, tearing down each other has nothing to do with color. It has to do with more poverty and, people want to excel over each other because of the way they were raised. It doesn't really have nothing to do with color per se.
Caller, you there?
I didn't hear the first part of what he said.
It's not in that fashion. It's just like, because we grew up mostly around black people and we try to be competitive with black people. That's it. But the skin bleaching is an epidemic in the sense that it's mainly pure fashion and dumbness, and it's nothing more than that. It can't
Ignorance.
be. It has nothing to do with being more beautiful, because looking in the mirror, I know they have eyes, and by even seeing a girl down the road that is bleached, she looks so disgusting. She's not white. It's like pale. She look like ghost to me. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really white per se.
Right.
I've been around white people, I've been around black people, I've been around bleached people. And, put them together, you will say, okay, that's not a white person. That's more like a dungus looking, like a genetic disorder somewhat. You know what I'm saying? So It's not really say this person's white. It's just that we are trying to put them in the category of being white. So sometimes we are the problem of pushing them in that level. You know what I'm saying? It's not really that you're white.
Right. I see.
It's so much of a mental state of mind, but it has nothing to do with beauty or better than a darker skinned person, because I'm super black. And trust me, I get a lot of girls white. Sometimes I have to turn women away, and I'm black.
Yeah, caller, we understand your point of view. We just lost Shena's video, kind of offset the frame a little bit, but we're still here. We got Rawpa Crawpa on that call right there. Okay, caller, thank you so much. All right, guys, we lost Shena video, so just me and Rawpa Crawpa here until we reconnect with Rawpa and with Shena. Rawpa, tell us about that. Let's talk a little bit about the black mentality and why black people are so this is like ingrown inside of. Oh, Shena is back. Hold on, Shena, you mess up the whole frame, Hold on.
Daughter called.
Yeah, hold on. I'll fix it in the meantime. I'll fix it. All right. So yes. So let's talk about this. Why is it that black people cannot? I want to hear Rawpa's point of view on this one. Why is it that black people just don't work together? Why is it we cannot get along when it comes to building each other up? What is the problem here?
And sometimes ignorance also play a big part sometimes as well, because this is sometimes nobody not take no talk. Nobody can talk to nobody. That's the next thing in it as well, more time why we can't come together, As you see, we come together to an extent, by the time you're queen, there's going to be some form of argument. There's going to be some form of...
And that comes out of jealousy. Arguments and stuff comes out of jealousy.
And some people as well, they don't know their space and their boundary. Some of them, they don't want to wait till them time. And that, rather the bad mind start to develop. You see what I say? And anyway, you don't have a certain understanding. You also can follow rules. And you also can take telling. Nah, go walk.
That's right. You hit the nail right on the head. Completely.
I don't know why we make it look so hard, because over here in the UK, sometimes we see some European in the place when we are work, and all 5 or 6 of them are sleeping in a 1-bedroom flat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Everyone that jump up £5 pounds, if you pay the probably 50 or 80 pounds a week rent, and everybody at work. You see me I say, and them have them rules, them have them guidelines, and everybody stick to it and follow it and do what them supposed to do, and everybody comfortable. They're not business with how much money time I work or how much money Jerry I work, and everyone make their individual money and go and go build them big house. But amongst we, you are gonna find somebody there. Where I gonna say, boy, you know, say he might work more money and we so why we have to pay the same amount of rent? Why?
Yep.
So me I say, so
yep.
I have an analogy, right? Do you think that black people think that the opportunities are scarce? Like our community are so tight, right? The opportunities might be scarce for us, so we don't want to compete, or it's hard for us to compete with someone on our same level for limited opportunity or limited resources. So we just have to grab and see how we could grab, and don't care if the other person could eat or have the opportunity to eat. You think that is the kind of mentality because we came from a smaller kind of community set lifestyle?
That is also the mentality as well. You see me I say, but remember when I say opportunity is small, opportunity not small. You understand? Not just because everybody have a small mindset and feel like say, boy, this is only the only thing you can do.
I feel me. This I feel me. I may forget this. I may have this. I may want this. I may alone need this. This I feel me. That's the mentality.
That's the mentality. But once you open your mind and broaden your horizon, and you also say there's a lot of opportunity out there. And if you realize that your ears and too much people in the one circle, you come out and you create new opportunities where it can make things more simpler. But if everybody pop up in the same box, nothing not gonna work.
I think
it's still ever come back.
I think too, it boils down to the mentality of these people. The crab in a barrel. Okay, for example, I just did the Heroes Day dinner, right? Where we fed 1,987 people in Jamaica, right? And you know what? That was 14 parishes, one team or one place in each parish. We were able to coordinate over 100 and something volunteers, and we were able to raise the funds and execute this. And in order to get this done, you have to be a good team player. You have to give and take. You have to be understanding. You have to be mature about the thing, right? You have to be real mature, and you have to be organized, and you have to be a team player, and you have to be a team leader. And you have to understand what the goal is, what the mission is, and that is the most important thing, how you accomplish it, right? And this is the 4th year that we've done it, and I have no doubt that we're going to be doing it for many, many, many more years.
Yeah.
And we're not going to have this bugger, because at the end of the day, it's not about me. Yeah, I spearhead the initiative, but most important for it to happen are the teams in each parish. 14 parishes.
Right.
Teams up 5 or 10 or 15
but you'll find
people
the problem,
right?
the problem with what I realize with a lot of our own, because listen, I've been a victim of the fight down too, right?
We've all been a victim.
We've all been a victim of the fight down, right?
We've all been victims of the fight down.
It's like our people don't like to work together, so we have a problem there, right? If it comes to we trying to bring our resources together and fully work towards one agenda, now I ain't gonna say it'll never happen, but it's more difficult to happen if you take a few black people. Like for instance, Rawpa Crawpa is a vlogger, one of the top vloggers on YouTube, and I don't want to put it all out there, the controversy, but there's been some controversy where a lot of people now is looking at it like, yo, it's a rival thing, it's a whole set of, a lot of other Jamaican vloggers and other vloggers from Guyana, Trinidad, all is coming up, but they're looking at Rawpa, and they're looking at Rawpa, yo, Rawpa getting too big, yo, we gotta find a way to cut down Rawpa, let's try, there is this fight down kind of thing, But why? Why can't we just work together? Why can't we just work together? Why can't we have a show, a soul flow and a Rawpa Crawpa collaboration?
Hold up. Junior, Rawpa and Shena can work together and do something big and something so successful. You know why? The level of mentality, the level of intellect that we have. And we understand that if this is what we want to get done, this is what we're going to do. And we can't be sidetracked by what our personal mission is. It's not a personal mission. It's a team mission. It's a team effort.
Right.
So if now there are other people I can throw in the mix, I'm gonna tell you that there's something mash up already before I even throw him in the mix. I won't even throw him in the mix, because if I'm gonna do something, I want it to be successful, right? So I'm gonna pick teammates, team players that are going to be a part of a team to get it done and get it done right, and have it out there and have people can say, wow, like, look at this, look how this was done, right?
Yeah.
But that's what it is. It's the mentality. It's the mentality. And once you want to get somewhere and you want to do something right, you have to choose the right people.
The right people. Rawpa Crawpa, tell us about this. Why can't there be so more unity? Especially, and look at it from this point of view. Look at a platform like YouTube. Look at a platform like Facebook and stuff like that. Why they have to be that type of separation and you could say, well, like you and SoFlo, I watch you guys all the time. I watch you, I watch SoFlo, I watch you, I watch SoFlo, I watch everybody else. But it seems like the controversy of this, I ain't quite understand how it started, but it seems like there is some kind of rift that's going on there. I don't know if you want to speak on it.
Okay, with me and SoFlo.
Yeah.
You know, upon a level though, there's no rift going on. It's just basically me as a youth, whatever I do my video, me not really cater for nobody. You understand? If once my fans them come to me and say, Rawpa, we need you to highlight this message for us, or we need you to ask your viewers or your carpenters their opinion on this topic, I go review the video and put it out there. So the last issues with me and SoFlo, that's what happened. The fans them send me a video. I did the video. I upload it. Normally, I talk on the end of my video. You understand? Me always make my voice heard on the ending of my video. This video, I didn't say nothing when it started. I didn't say nothing when it done. We just post it. But remember, on YouTube again, majority of the vloggers is about views. A lot of them is about number. So most vloggers are gonna attack me, because if they call my name, that's a bigger headline for them, more than if they call the person name that actually send out the message to them.
Right. So
they leave the person who addressed them, and they always come at me.
You're the big fish. You're the big fish.
Yeah. so you are like at the top of the food chain, and you doing your thing. And then there's all these people who see you as a threat, because you just doing your thing, living your life. You're not attacking anybody. You're just doing your regular thing.
But Junior,
yeah,
do you see? Look at what you do. Do you see Rawpa Crawpa as a threat? No. When I used to do stuff, I don't see Rawpa Crawpa as a threat, and not like it's all about what's in here and what's in here. Like these people. Somebody, even Junior called me a couple days ago and said, Shena, I want to do this show, and I want to know if you, and I said, Junior, I'm not the right person, because there's a level of ignorance amongst our people, and I think I want to keep myself removed from it. I don't want to mix with it. I don't want that energy. I don't want it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
The truth and the fact about it is, yo, it's difficult to be a personality in even in this community. For me personally, there is a brother that, I pretty much help the brother up the ladder, help him out, because I had no interest in this. I've been doing media for so long. I had no interest in this, and the brother don't even speak to me at the moment. Like, why? Like, I don't even have anything against the brother, But it's just that same crab in the barrel kind of mentality which would make him feel like, yo, I'm a threat. A threat to what?
Right.
You know, my threat
I
is,
see you.
you know, I don't look at it like that. But funny enough, some people do.
No,
Some
but
people
you
do,
know,
and they're the ones that feed it. They're the ones that feed it. Oh, you jealous, and oh, you mad, and oh, you this, and I'm like, get a life and get a grip. Jeez.
Yeah, small-minded. It's a big platform out there. As we talked earlier about opportunity, you understand the net. It's wide. Whole of things you can do. So it's, you have the opportunity planet vast. But these people, in their mind, everything is about competition and challenges. While it don't have to be like that. Cause it's me. When I do my thing, me no pre nobody, me no bad mind nobody, and me no jealous nobody. All me do, me give God thanks, the Creator thanks every day to give me a platform, because I never have a platform before. I mean, let the Father God do me have a platform, and Father God bless me with a platform. I just appreciate it, and I just focus on doing the work as best as me can. You see me? But again, the viewers them as well allow certain things.
Yes.
Because when the viewers them are react to certain things, and that the people them are gonna give them all. And them like argument, them like beef. If you notice anybody a war. Yes. If you notice anybody a war, the amount of viewers, the amount of people who just running, who just come swarming.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the fight. Don't think people looking for it. Let's take a call. We got a call coming in. Caller, where you calling us from?
Kingston, Jamaica.
Kingston, Jamaica. Caller, go ahead. Make your input.
Yeah, one big up the people. That one is an excellent topic. Shena, Rawpa, and yourself, Junior. Big up. I love when I talk about the thing.
Big up, big up.
So you are going to know. We as black people don't like people talk about things that are going on in our society, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, you bring up the word 100% right. You know, if you
Which
go to
word?
a science field, you know, so black people are them something, you know, cause that's not what black people do. You understand?
Yeah.
The driver, boy.
Your phone cannot tripping. Your phone cannot tripping in and out a little bit, callers.
Limit yourself, brother. Limit yourself. So back to the black hypocrisy, you know.
Yeah.
The song come out and yeah, it get a rave, but it get a rave because it's the current topic to talk about. You understand?
Yeah.
The real hypocrisy is all these mutilation people of the same body. The big butt, the big breasts, the lips, the hair, the nails.
Caller, your phone keep tripping. Your phone keep tripping.
Make him bleach him skin and say them thing that. You understand? You don't have to agree with it. But Mr. People put tattoo all over them. And why you pick one thing to be bothered about?
Right.
You understand? And the reason why black people can't work together, we don't want to say it, but never say it. We sell one another in a slavery from birth. You understand? We don't want to admit it, but it's true.
Point. It's the betrayal.
The
inner betrayal.
Yeah. So you see how we big and strong? No man can ship can come around big Africa, come round the people. Somebody round them up for them.
Yeah.
You understand?
Tell other tribe.
Yeah. Thank you for your input. Thank you for your input.
You understand? Everybody want in our community, everybody want to be the top dog because we limit ourselves in what we do. We're either athletes or entertainers.
Yeah.
You understand? You really hear about the doctor and the lawyer and all them people.
Yeah, good point. Good points, Jamaica. Thank you so much for your input.
Yeah, I like his opinion. His opinion just taught me something. It just added something to my argument. Next time I'm having this argument, I'm gonna have to throw his points in my argument because I agree with him. You know what? Too, the whole black hypocrisy.
Yeah.
And even though we're discussing this because of Spice and Spice is using that to describe her skin color experience, I think it's a general thing with us. It's everything.
Yeah.
It's everything. It's in everything. It's not just one thing. It lives in everything.
That's true.
In everything. Or people don't even, it's so much a part of who they are, they don't even realize it.
Yeah.
You know, they don't realize it. I've had conversations with people that say, you know, something I like that girl and show me can't do better. And then next thing I know, like I see them having conversations and they're talking and laughing. Me, my spirit don't make like that. My spirit, no. Like, let me tell you, from me say me don't like you, me and you can't in the same space.
Right.
I can't do it. And I'm not gonna go talk bad about you, and I'm not gonna try to prevent you from becoming the best you are. I'm just gonna remove you from my space cleanly. You go that way and I go that way. But it's so much a part of who we are.
Yeah,
even coworkers don't like each other, but they don't come out and there's a level of maturity again that it takes to say, you know what, come to the table.
Yeah.
I have this issue with you, and this is my issue with you.
No, let me tell you, Sheena. Let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you. I see this every day, Sheena. There is people. I remember when I started this very same ride along here, there was so much fake and phony people who clutter themselves to see, yo, where this guy going with this thing. They would come just to act like if they're a part of this, but really and truly, I know they don't.
They want to see you fail.
I know they're not for me. And as much as you play, as much as they played the game, I played the game too. They're just watching to see, yo, this guy ain't failed yet. This guy ain't failed yet. And yo, they're watching. Yo, 2 months gone. Yo, this guy ain't failed yet. And they're coming around. They're coming around to be present. They're coming around to be present. But they're actually coming around to, as we say in Grenada, to mark on your thing, to look at your thing, to see how far you're going with your thing. And when they really can't take you, and when they're real feeling thick and they can't go any further, you know what they do? They drop out. Because they can't keep their fakeness forever. You can't be fake forever.
Yeah.
So that's why you weed out people out of your life. That way you weed out them situations. So a lot of people have been weeded out. Yeah, that's what happened.
Rope. Give them rope. Just give them a whole lot of rope. Just let them.
Give them with progress, man. Yeah. One time them did it and I them with progress, non-stop.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what that's what it is. That's what it is. We lost Sheena on video there again. But listen, this is a topic that we could go on and on and on and on with. It's a very, very, very important topic that we could keep talking about forever. And I would like to see a day or a time where we could sit and discuss this and say, like, what really is the problem? Sheena, welcome back.
My daughter is like, you're late.
Hold on a second. I have to take this quick call. I know it's bad. Yeah. So listen, this is a conversation I said I could go on and on forever.
We really could, and I like when people call in because I like to hear others' opinions.
Yeah. And I think we need to have a part 2 where we could dive deeper into it. But here's what I'm saying. To the general audience and everybody that watching. Not everybody that come in your life and smile up in your face is for you, right? You have to pick your circles because they're whether white, black, green, or purple. There's some people's spirit that give with some people and some people's spirit that just don't give with them, right? And if you can't work with a particular person, with a green, black, pink, or whatever, you just can't work with them. Your spirit don't work with them. Then find your league and that is how you decide if somebody's compatible to you. Not if they're black skin or white skin or green or whatever the case might be. I have a lot of white friends. I have a lot of Asian friends. I have all these different people, and they're just, to me, just regular people. I don't look at them, and they don't look at me as any different, right? I don't prejudice against anybody. And I try to work with everybody. But funny enough, in our community, we don't have that. We don't have a lot of people like that. We have too much people in our community who are looking at you as a competitor, as a competition. And yes, you're not my competition, brother. You're not your competition.
As a step stool.
Yeah.
You're a means to their end.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But listen, guys.
You know something on what you said. 1 second, Junior. Something on what you said about weeding out people out of your life. Not everyone comes in your life to stay in your life. And the only way to make or to become the best you is by keeping the best people around you.
That's true. That's true.
That is the only way for you to be your best you.
Right.
Keeping the best people. Out of all the people that come into your life, you pick the best people and you look for qualities that you admire and aspire to have.
Yes.
You know, that's how you become the best you.
That's
right.
true. And one time people come around you, they don't want the best for you.
Exactly.
Simple as well. Everybody come around you